Hello everyone, welcome back to Hacking with Ken. So basically in today's video of day 7 of Linux administration, we're going to be studying how to install packages and how to manage packages in your system and how you can install things in Linux basically. So this is the most important thing. Like whenever you think about switching to another operating system from Windows, you think about how will it work, how can I install this, how can I install this, how can I install any app and something like that. So I will show you how you can do that in Linux. Like there are multiple ways to install anything in Linux, but trust me, most are the safest ways. Like I'm going to show you the safest way possible, which is why Linux is the most secure operating system, because you don't have to worry about the third-party application. So first of all, you need to understand something. Let's go into the root first. Now there are like thousands of Linux distributions out there, okay, and some of them based on Debian, some of them based on Ubuntu, some of them based on Arch, and some of them based on I think Red Hat. And as you can see, each distribution like Red Hat, Debian and Arch, they all have different package managers. So Arch has Pacman, the Ubuntu has Snap or Flatpak, I think Snap. Debian has apt, Flatpak and Snap, and basically what we have, the Red Hat has Yum package manager. Now we are using the Ubuntu server, which means it has apt or Snap, so it has both. So we can use both, but I'm going with the apt. So let's say you want to install something in Linux. Let's say we want to install something which is not available in our Linux. So how we do that? Let's say we want to install Firefox in our Linux. Well, just type apt. You need sudo permission to do that. Install Firefox. Just hit enter and it will start installing. Okay, but this is not yet. And if you want to install, just press Y and then enter. It will start the installation, but I'm going to stop here because I don't want anything to install on Ubuntu server. It's just a method of showing. So there is another command which I forgot to do. First of all, you need to update your repository. Now this might get tricky, but first of all, when you run this command apt install packages, it goes to the official site of its repository and it checks if this software is available. But if the repository is not updated to a new version, we might have a real problem. We might end up installing some older version which can cause really harm to our system. So what we want to do is I want to apt update. Now what it will do, it will fetch the newest fresh updates, the fresh versions of softwares, and it will give me that these fresh versions are available. Like it will update the repository, it will update the links over 7. But if you want to install the upgrade, if you want to upgrade all your system and all your apps in your Linux, so this is, you gotta do that. I just cancel it because it was taking a couple more time and I don't have time for that, to be honest. You can do that on your own. Apt upgrade. If you want to upgrade your system to the newest version and to the new packages, as you can see, the following packages will be upgraded. Like there are a lot of new versions available. So but there is a thing here. I mean, you might be wondering, if I install some packages and I need to upgrade them constantly, and this update can take a lot of time. That is why, as a Linux administrator, you should install those softwares that you need. Don't be installing the useless softwares that you don't really need. I mean, what if you're installing Nmap and your job is to just provide web services? Why the hell do you need Nmap for? And Nmap is just taking a lot of space. Why do you need it for? So don't install unnecessary softwares and don't install unnecessary upgrades. So if you want to install unnecessary softwares, then you won't be needing to install unnecessary upgrades. So I'm just going to cancel it. But if you want to upgrade your system, and you should upgrade your system like every week, every 3 days, or like that, or I think every month. So you know that by typing apt update and then apt upgrade, and then you can press Y and stuff like that. So if I want to install, I will say apt install, and this, let's say if I want to remove, now you have two options. One is remove, other is purge. Let me tell you the difference. Remove is just it will remove the software application. It won't delete its settings, it won't delete its configuration. But what the purge will do, it will wipe out the software from its existence, like no setting, no application, no configuration file, no remains, nothing will remain of it. So no fossil will be found. So we can do that. Let's say I want to purge something, I will say apt purge, and let's uninstall mousepad. Apt purge, and as you can see, you can uninstall the mousepad. The following packages will be removed, and as you can see, there is a little bit asterisk here. This asterisk represents like the all configuration related to mousepad, all settings related to mousepad, like all the files related to mousepad, the software. So you can do that. So this is how you can purge. You can basically purge the system. Let's install Git for our next, basically. So Git is already installed, good to know. So now we can proceed. So another thing is that let's say there is a Git repository that you need to clone. I can't really show you right now, but let's say you go to the Firefox and you wind up in some Git repository. So what you have to do is clone the URL. You can click on code button, green code button, and then you can clone the URL. After that, go into the terminal here, git clone, and type the let's say URL, let's say github.com/nmap and stuff like that, and then you can clone. As you can see, it's cloning, but it won't because no repository is found named nmap. Nmap is named something else. So this is how you can do that, and it will start cloning. It will clone the whole repository, and then you can do that. So there are two ways now. The other way is you can install using the app image. Now all you have to do is if you get the app image, all you have to do is type this /app image. So it will run the app image for now, but I can't really show you right now, to be honest, on this Ubuntu server. But you can try those, and I think I already made the video on app images and stuff like that. But the apt is what you will be using for the most of your time, and Git cloning you won't be needing other ways. But there are still other ways to install something in your Linux. I will put a lab link in video description. This is by this is by Seneca College of Canada, and you can learn from it, but these are based on CentOS. But don't be surprised, the Git cloning and the other stuff, the app image stuff, they will be the same, so don't worry about it. And they will show you another method to install, which will be making from C file and stuff like that. So that will be good. So I will put the link in the description, so you can do that basically. But this is how you need to install packages, and you can manage them. Managing package is really important. Like the packages you need, the packages which you don't need is really important. And the packages you need must be installed and must be updated to a new system. And the packages that you don't need, you should uninstall them. You should purge them. You don't need them. Why you're keeping the setting? Why you're why they're occupying the space that could be used for something else? So this you need to know how to manage the softwares. Like if you want to know if the software installed, just type which nmap. The nmap is not installed. Which gedit, which is not installed. Let's say mousepad is installed. So if software is installed, it will say, it will show you its location. If software doesn't install, it will show that no software is found, or we just keep no error message, so things like that. So mousepad is installed, you can type that by which, and there you go. So these are the things that you need to do. Now package management, I'm telling again, is a lot of important in Linux, and as the rabbit hole goes, you need to understand how these things work. So till then, and I will see you guys in the next video with day 8